we're going to do a reading for Aquarius for May 2020. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a general reading for May 2020. What matters to you most in life? What is most precious that you seemingly just can't live without? And I'm going to do a 3-card spread with my Osho Zen Tarot for Aquarius, May 2020. Okay, for your past we had the burden. So you probably recently or in the past had to bear the heavy burden of listening to others kind of like navigate their way through your life, or have you navigate through your life their way. It's quite ridiculous how they choose to rule your life, and it's kind of like a brain fog situation because you can't feel any like independence in your self-expression and or make like even life decisions for yourself. It's just a heavy burden living as others want you to live. And then in your current situation, you or someone you know might be dealing with a little bit of laziness, procrastination. You know, the illusion is thick, and it's like the illusion comes crumbling in the end, and your peace, your luxury has to come to an end as well, and time to get back to work. And then for your future, we have control. So with this laziness card here, I'm assuming for now, until I clarify, that you might regain control and reestablish a good foundation for yourself with either like your just personal growth or, you know, spiritual growth, financial, career, whatever. You're going to regain stability and drop this laziness. Okay. And I'm going to do a 5-card spread with my Shadowscapes for you. Aquarius. Whoops. Not yet. Aquarius, May 2020 for Aquarius. And for your current situation, we have 2 of Wands. So maybe you're taking this time to be a little bit lazy because these wands are too heavy. But, so in general, there's just kind of like a standstill in action. Not a lot of progress being made. Or you're unable to prioritize, so you're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here. Because I kind of get that feeling sometimes too, when I'm just like, okay, I have all this list of things to do, it's too much, so I just sit there. So that might be a thing as well. But this could also mean stress. It's just too heavy. It's stress. I want to be lazy. Maybe the burdens became too heavy, and it goes in hand with this 10 of Wands. In your recent past, we have 4 of Cups in reverse. So perhaps you're like you were re-engaging with life after some time of dissatisfaction, or you know, you were just kind of like, this isn't working for me. I don't want this person telling me what to do anymore. And it just took you some time of reflection and kind of like feeling down in the dumps to realize I need to re-engage myself. And maybe that's just still taking a little bit of time for that disappointment to wear off. And in the near future, we're going to have a regain of control. For your abilities this month, we have 5 of Swords. So you're really able to protect and defend yourself in conflict. This also could mean defeat. So you're able to navigate your way through what some would consider defeat or, you know, failure, but you have to fail in order to grow, I think, you know. So we'll clarify that later. And then for your love, passions, interests, we have Temperance. So a lot of harmony and, you know, merging of light and dark and the yin and yang and everything kind of like feeling pretty darn equal. There's a lot of creativity there. So with work or what have you, like if you're starting something new creatively, it's definitely a good month for it. And this could also mean like healing, you know, taking some time to clean out your waters and heal and balance, create balance for yourself, and have a patience with the flow of life. So, you know, in general, that's a very good card to have your love, passions, interests. And then for your outcome, we have 6 of Swords in reverse. So you might feel a little bit stuck in a rut because of possibly some conflict or failure that you might see come in, but we'll clarify that. And we have control as well. So when you feel stuck in a rut, possibly that inaction might bring about more control and stability because you have time for that. May I please clarify? Whoa! Whoa, Aquarius, how you doing? Either that or I can't shuffle. But we're going to start over on that. Okay, for Aquarius, may I please clarify 4 of Cups for Aquarius? Yeah, so you had some kind of disappointment in a thing that you thought was very stable and you thought would last a very long time. Something that was like, kind of like, could be even a marriage. And it's disappointing. Something got disappointing. It was too much of a burden, and possibly they wanted to rule over you and your decisions, or you were trying to rule over their decisions. May I please clarify laziness for Aquarius? Laziness for Aquarius. Oh. So with the 7 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, you're invested, but you're uncertain, but you want to be patient. So you sowed your seeds of like what what you plan. You've sown the seeds. You're looking and you're examining, and possibly that's causing like a standstill of where you feel, perhaps you just feel like you're being lazy, but you've done all you can do, and now you can just sit back and see what blossoms. But there's definitely possibly some impatience there, some uncertainty, and that might be what's so heavy and making you a little hard to have some clarity in like what you want to do next. The ability to prioritize is kind of like not there right now. May I please clarify 10 of Wands for Aquarius? Ace of Swords. Yeah, clarity for you're gonna regain your clear mind. You're gonna be offered like this crown of the ability to like communicate and cut through to the point and regain your control. Can I clarify control? Yeah, so you're gonna regain your control through rest. This, dropping the swords. Just don't fall into laziness. Rest is different from laziness. But you're going to regain control by laying down your swords, seeing what swords what has gotten you this far in life, what has worked, what hasn't worked, what am I taking with me going forward, and what am I leaving behind? What's important to you now? Taking that time to reflect and rest is very, very important. May I please clarify the 5 of Swords? The Devil. So someone with like super toxic, just manipulative energy is going to come in and create some conflict, and perhaps this is your abilities. I feel like you're going to leave someone feeling like they're left out in the cold, because this is in your abilities position. You're really able to maneuver through this fight, and it's going to leave this devil leaving like, oh, well, I didn't get any satisfaction from that conflict, whether that's work or relationships or whatever. But your relationships or, work seems to be pretty at harmony. May I please clarify Temperance for Aquarius? The Emperor. Yeah, wherever your passions, loves, and interests lie, we have the Temperance and the Emperor, 2 major arcana. So it's extremely solid, it's strong, it's trustworthy, it's worth it, it's reliable. and it's with someone responsible, or you're being responsible with work or whatever, but this conflict with your abilities this month, maybe you're just having inner conflict of feeling left out in the cold, or having toxic behavioral patterns or thought patterns. But remember that the way you're going to regain control of your mind and your stability and financial stability and everything, control of your mind, is through rest and reflection and regaining the clarity. And then that will crown you into this next moment. May I please clarify Six of Swords for Aquarius and the outcome? No, too many. Six of Swords for Aquarius and the outcome. So towards the end of the month, you're going to have some kind of like indecision and like split decision where you kind of feel like, well, there's, you can't trust something. There's secrets there's an imbalance in your mind, and it's putting you stuck in a rut. So, this month I would definitely try to gain clarity and remember that you sowed the seeds that you can, and all you can do is work through integrity and be impeccable to your word, follow through with things, and you'll regain the stability and control. But it definitely takes rest and reflection and knowing what to bring forward in your life and what to leave behind, because if not, you'll get stuck in this rut with this indecision. This clarity will have an opportunity to come to you within the next few days, I feel like. But definitely not avoid conflict, but you're your relationship, your love, passions, interests, it's very strong and at harmony and balanced and peaceful. So really kind of like learn through that if you can, and channel it into your abilities. For if you're feeling like a little bit toxic and conflicting because of all the mind fog that you have going here, you might feel a little bit lazy, and it does weigh heavily on you. Just be careful, Drink lots of water. I see for some reason I'm being told to say drink lots of water. May I have one medicine card for Aquarius for May 2020, please, for Aquarius? Arabian Oryx. So yeah, since you're dealing with like a lot of stuck in the rut energy, like pause, stand still, like not having a lot of energy to move and feeling out of control in your mind, just kind of like regain your control. You have the ability to leap forward, and your plans are solid. You've sown the seeds, but when you have the confidence to leap forward and trust yourself, when you trust yourself, that leap is solid. You're not gonna like break a hoof or whatever, break a foot, because you trust yourself, you rely on yourself. You're strong and you're balanced in your relationships if you just make sure to take the time to listen to yourself and listen to what works and what hasn't worked. Don't let the toxic energy kind of influence you. And I know things weigh heavily right now. Like you feel like there's a burden to match up to what society thinks you should be, perhaps. And you're feeling really stuck, but clarity really is available to you. It's being offered to you. Just try to avoid this indecision, this stuck energy, because you can really make stuff happen. You are capable and you are ready. It's just, you have to have a clear mind to do stuff like that. So I hope that helps for you. Have a wonderful May, and thank you so much for watching.